In today's show, as buy pressure enters bull market territory, I'll be sharing the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. And quoting Pentoshi here, Bitcoin update, yearly open tagged, flip to support, then 50,000 next with potential move into 53,000 in my opinion. And as Matthew Hyland shares, Bitcoin has broken above the $46,000 resistance zone. The next major resistance zone is around 52K. And as macro charts shares here, equity traders sold heavily into this rally, one of the biggest weekly purges in history as a percentage of market cap. Total selling hit a new record, speculative positioning now significantly net short, at risk of a further squeeze. Similar setups led to some major rallies, including the Binance CEO, effects of banning Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin hash rate new all-time high, higher than when the ban happened, and quoting Philip Swift, big jump up in the fear and greed index today on that Bitcoin move. Last time we were this far into greed territory, the price was $60,000 plus. And quoting Plan B, some people think that because Bitcoin crashed on green in 2014 and 2018, Bitcoin will crash again on green in 2022. But this could be coincidence. Bitcoin could also pump on green like in 2011. Color just indicates months until next halving. Stock to flow says nothing about when Bitcoin pumps and crashes. And this just in breaking news, UST Stablecoin Foundation buys an additional 2,830 more Bitcoin worth $130 million. Also in today's show, here's what's sustaining the latest Bitcoin surge. According to crypto analytics firm Glassnode, they say it's the short sellers, those who are betting on the sustained drop of the Bitcoin price, were responsible for carving out a bottom for the King Crypto. Also in today's show, crypto strategist predicts aggressive Bitcoin breakout and says the King Crypto is giving March 2020 vibes. Quoting Credible Crypto right here, the market looks good. Bitcoin continues to grind up and climb up. Bitcoin looks excellent. This is exactly what we wanted to see. We have now broken the upper trend line of this potential triangle. We keep seeing the lower time frame of these smaller impulses. Now that we're breaking out of this consolidation, the move up should be aggressive. You could just explode at some point. Also in today's show, Bitcoin consolidation ends here. The next sell area is above $150,000. We'll also be discussing the Bitcoin price to have a year-long bull run, and we'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, all the major cryptos are currently pumping and in the green. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs, along with a $100,000 Bitcoin price. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Today's episode is brought to you by FTX US, built by traders for traders. That's right, FTX US is the best way to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, as well as other digital assets. And did you know you can trade crypto with up to 85% lower fees than its top competitors? That's right, there are no fixed minimum fees, no ACH transaction fees, and no withdrawal fees. Also note that FTX is the only leading exchange that supports both Ethereum and Solana NFTs, and there are no gas fees. And you might have heard of them from their Super Bowl commercial with Larry David, or their partnership with Stephen Curry and Tom Brady. That's because the world's biggest names trust FTX. And they have a special promo they're running right now, where if you download the FTX app today and use my promo code Crypto News, you can earn free crypto on every trade over $10, truly making this a no-brainer. And the more you trade, the more you earn. So go ahead and download the FTX app today by clicking the link in the description right down below. Use my referral code Crypto News, and let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. You gotta love when the crypto market is pumping like it currently is. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to cover, so let's dive right in with the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. Bitcoin wipes out the 2022 dip. That's right, gradually, then suddenly. Or is it pure chance? Traders are still trying to make sense of Bitcoin's newfound strength this week. It's been a sight absent from the chart since the new year, Bitcoin being back above the $47,000 mark after jumping almost $3,000 in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dealt a firm blow to resistance levels that kept the bulls firmly in their place for months. Now the significance of 46,000 has been a hot topic for almost as long as a return to the yearly open. Many analysts said that would be the signal that Bitcoin was ready for bigger things once more. We have crypto analyst Pentoshi, who was cautiously bearish and has now flipped to bullish as a result of this recent pump. As he shares here, Bitcoin update, yearly open tagged, flip to support, then $50,000 next with potential move into $53,000 in my opinion. And quoting on-chain analyst Willy Woo here, fundamental buying pressure for Bitcoin has now climbed into bull market territory. Let's freaking go. And quoting Matthew Highland here, Bitcoin has broken above the $46,000 resistance zone. The next major resistance zone is around 52K. And quoting Rec Capital, the recent Bitcoin weekly candle close means that Bitcoin has confirmed a return to the $43,100 to $52,000 range. Now for the second factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, analysts eyes Bitcoin stocks decoupling. That's right, as confusing as the world is right now with inflation, war in Europe, as well as the president with threats of COVID returning, to name just three major macro triggers, we have commentators forecasting doom and gloom for stocks and risk assets alike in 2022. But do keep in mind that Bitcoin is on its own vector, and quoting macro charts here, equity traders sold heavily into this rally, one of the biggest weekly purges in history as a percentage of market cap. Total selling hit a new record, speculated positioning now significantly net short at risk of a further squeeze. Similar setups led to some major rallies. And as on-chain analyst Willy Woo shares here, macro headwinds versus the Bitcoin fundamentals. Number one, on-chain demand keeps climbing. Number two, futures demand returns for the first time since November. Number three, capitulation has signaled. Number four, the market has fully reset. And number five, accumulation has already happened. Probably a decoupling will continue. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the on-chain analysts. Now for the third factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market. Who wants their money back? There's another side of the $46,000 story, making it more than just a symbolic level from the new year. As noted by on-chain analytics firm Glassnode this weekend, the area around 45,900 is one with a giant amount of prior buyer activity. Quoting Glassnode Analytics, the next major on-chain resistance for Bitcoin is the short-term hodler realized price, trading at 45,900. This metric is the average price paid for Bitcoin by investors who purchased after the October all-time high. Bearish resistance comes from short-term hodlers seeking to get their money back. Now for the fourth factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, difficulty should see a new all-time high in days. And quoting the Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, effects of banning Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin hash rate, new all-time high, higher than when the ban happened. Now for the fifth factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, greed is back for the first time since $60,000. That's right, checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. You can see we're finally back in greed with a 60 out of 100 for the day. Yesterday was a 49 neutral, last week a 30, and last month a 26 in fear. And quoting crypto analyst Philip Swift, big jump up in the fear and greed index today on that Bitcoin move. Last time we were in this far into greed territory, price was $60,000 plus. Let's freaking go. And as pointed out here, the crypto markets are on a steady uptrend while the supply shock kicks in. It will only take one bullish event to send this back to all-time highs. Watch how crazy things get when the sentiment goes from fear to greed while supply is limited. And checking out the latest from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, he shares, some people think that because Bitcoin crashed on green in 2014 and 2018, Bitcoin will crash again on green in 2022. But this could be coincidence. Bitcoin could also pump on green like in 2011. Color just indicates months until next halving. Stock to flow says nothing about when Bitcoin pumps or crashes, and he makes a great point. And this just in breaking news, UST Stablecoin Foundation buys 2,830 additional Bitcoin worth $130 million. So shout out to Terra/Luna as they made a pledge to purchase $10 billion in reserves for their stablecoin in Bitcoin. So yeah, the first stablecoin in the world to be backed by BTC. Let's go. And before I break down next story of the day, here's what's sustaining the latest Bitcoin price surge, according to analytics firm Glassnode. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, everything is heavily pumping and in the forest green. You gotta love it. Bitcoin up over 6% for the day, trading now above $47,200. We have Ether up almost 7%, trading above $3,350, while Solana, Polkadot, Avalanche, Binance Coin, Cardano, XRP are all pumping and in the green. But all right, now let's break down the next story of the day. A leading crypto analytics firm, Glassnode, is looking at what's under the hood of Bitcoin to see what's powering Bitcoin's latest rally. In a new video, Glassnode says that it's the short sellers, those who were betting on the sustained drop of the Bitcoin price, were responsible for carving out the bottom of the king crypto, quoting them here. Short liquidations typically happen when we have very violent upswings. Essentially, people get very comfortable with it, with the market trend. They see it going down and down and down. Eventually, eventually they feel confident enough to go, you know what, I'm tired of being squeezed out of my long position, I'm going to short. And impressively, they managed to do that at the exact bottom when they get squeezed out in the opposite direction and the trend starts to change. Go figure. Now looking at Glassnode's chart, you can see here on your screen, the shift in trend appears to have started on February 24th when short liquidation skyrocketed as Bitcoin traded around $37,000. And as short sellers fueled Bitcoin's initial leg up, Glassnode highlights that the rally wouldn't be sustained without organic demand. The analytics firm says it's looking at Bitcoin's number of addresses with non-zero balance metric to show that investors continue to buy BTC in spite of the macroeconomic backdrop. As they share here, what we can see is that over the last couple of weeks, notice how we've actually seen a bit of an acceleration. It's really starting to curl to the upside. So we're seeing that people, even though we're at depressed prices and even though we've been in what I would call a bear market, despite all of that, all the geopolitical uncertainties, the macro headwinds, the Fed hiking rates, and all the risks in the economy right now, people are still accumulating BTC. That's right, keep on stacking them sats. According to Glassnode, another metric that shows the growing demand for Bitcoin is Bitcoin's number of accumulated addresses. The insights firm defines the metric as the number of addresses that continue to add Bitcoin to their stacks. Quoting them here, over the recent weeks, note how much has been ticked higher. Very, very significant uptick in overall accumulation balance. So it's showing that we do have more and more people in the immediate term who are stacking. It's painting a picture that we've got short squeeze on one side, but it also appears that there is a true organic demand that we can see through the address growth, which you can see here in this chart. And to watch this entire video with Glassnode Analytics entitled Bitcoin, What is Driving the Rally to 44,000, check the show notes below the video in the description. And before I break down next story of the day, Crypto Strategist predicts aggressive Bitcoin breakout and says the King Crypto is giving March 2020 vibes. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting above $2.1 trillion with 114 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. The current Bitcoin dominance is 42.1%, with the Ether dominance at 18.9%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have GNO leading the pack, up almost 37%, trading at $468, followed by Filecoin, up about 27%, trading at $24.48, followed by VeChain, up 19%, trading just above 7.7 cents. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the week, you can see literally a sea of green. Every altcoin pumping, with Zilliqa leading the pack up a whopping 153%. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. A popular crypto strategist and trader is predicting a strong breakout for the King Crypto as Bitcoin continues to flash signs of bullishness. Let's freaking go. In a new strategy session, synonymous analyst Credible tells his 318,000 Twitter followers that a Bitcoin eruption is in sight after the King Crypto surged above its diagonal resistance. Quoting him here, the market looks good. Bitcoin continues to grind up and climb up. Bitcoin looks excellent. This is exactly what we wanted to see. We have now broken the upper trend line of this potential triangle. We keep seeing on the lower time frame these smaller impulses. Now that we're breaking out of this consolidation, the move up should be aggressive. You should just explode at some point. And according to Credible, the breakout from the triangle structure virtually erases the odds of Bitcoin pulling back to as low as $36,000. However, he knows that Bitcoin can still correct to the $40,000 price range. Looking at the lower time frames, Credible highlights that Bitcoin's market structure is reminiscent of its price action back in March of 2020 when Bitcoin abruptly recovered from the pandemic-induced crash. Credible shares Bitcoin's 4-hour chart during the March 2020 recovery, first followed by Bitcoin's price action in the 1-hour time frame over the last few days to show the similarities. As you can see here, this PA is giving me $3,000 vertical accumulation vibes. When Bullzuka candle, send it. I think the largest candle we've seen in Bitcoin history for one day, a 24-hour period, is roughly $10,000. And I can't wait. Just waking up, oh, Bitcoin's up another $10,000. Let's freaking go. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this crypto analyst. And before I break down our final story of the day, Bitcoin consolidation ends here. The next sale area is above $150,000. And we discuss Bitcoin price to have a year-long bull run. Send it. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,100 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day just like this. And of course, you can find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. And if you're listening to the pod, be sure to check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. And of course, you can follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Bitcoin price through the week witnessed a heavy upswing, which eased out the huge selling pressure. It broke out from the ascending triangle in the weekly time frame and registered one of the most bullish closes we've had in a very long time, right? Moreover, in the long run, the bears appear weak, at least until the end of the year in 2022. Moreover, the upper target for the Bitcoin price action by the end of the year is still $100,000 plus, six figures. Send it. The market received a much required boost as the crypto space recovered finally throughout the weekend. Bitcoin surpassing the upper resistance step by step showcases its determination to maintain a strong uptrend by forming constant higher highs and lows. Therefore, despite the small pullback from 44.5 to 42,000 which occurred, crypto folks were pretty confident of the upcoming swing. With the recent flip, Bitcoin price showcased a similar trend yet again that elevates the upper target from $100,000 to over $150,000 per coin until the end of 2023. And quoting this analyst here, Bitcoin is about to close the EMA Ribbon. The last time this happened after a double bottom plus higher high, Bitcoin went from $8,000 to $64,000. Next touch of the dotted line is a good indicator for a possible next top of BTC. And in this chart, the analyst shows that next top at $230,000. Let's freaking go. Right in alignment with Max Kaiser's $220,000 year-end price prediction. Bitcoin initiated with a pattern since the beginning of the 2019 flip. The asset rebounded from lows firmly at 3,100 and surged high to hit 64,000 in 2021. Then further, the asset plunged and again smashed the current all-time high close to $70,000 that was back in November. And in the due course, it formed a double bottom as it had formed before. Therefore, if the Bitcoin price follows a similar pattern, then no stronger sell area may be encountered before it smashes $200,000 per coin somewhere close to the end of 2023 as predicted by the analysts. So there you have it. Where do you feel the Bitcoin price will likely peak out this year? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. We discussed buy pressure entering bull market territory, and I shared with you the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week, as well as here's what's sustaining the latest Bitcoin price surge according to analytics firm Glassnode. We also discussed crypto strategists predicting aggressive Bitcoin breakout, and says the top crypto is giving March 2020 vibes. And we also discussed Bitcoin consolidation ending here with the next sell area above $150,000. We also discussed the Bitcoin price having a year-long bull run. Send it. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Nate wrote, "Morning JV, thanks for the quick update today. Bitcoin is on the move. Yabba dabba do. So what is it like living in Puerto Rico? Was thinking of moving to Florida, but then thought, what the heck? Maybe an even bigger change is due. Bitcoin opens the doors, a possibility. Love it. Yeah, man, you gotta love Bitcoin and crypto pumps like this, fam. Puerto Rico is amazing. No other place I'd rather be. Hence why I'm here. Bitcoin to the moon. Let's freaking go." Our next featured comment comes from Inner Dino. "Thanks, JV. Excellent show. You're a dedicated dude. Thanks for all you do, keeping us informed. Cheers. Always a pleasure, fam. Thanks so much for your continued support. Hodl." And our third and final featured comment, short and sweet, from Tony Rome. "Great show, JV. I'm loving the sunshine. Cheers, fam. One love. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below."